The University of Texas Pan American has its Coastal Studies Lab at South Padre Island. Often it takes tours of children through the facility so they get hands-on experience and learn about marine life.
This is our first day out here today. We are covering all of our 8th grade. We have 4 other trips scheduled this year, and we're hoping to get about 70% of our 8th graders to come out here for this experience.
Well, we got involved with the Coastal Studies Lab because we wrote a grant last year through NCEPT and AT&T, and we were awarded one of the grants here in the Valley. And so what we wanted to do was we wanted to help our area with science. And because the Coastal Studies Lab is right in our backyard, we were able to partner with them and help our area with the science. First of all, we want the kids to know what's available to them, the resources that are available to them. 2, we want them to also explore other career opportunities outside of what the normal realm is, like the doctors and nurses and police officers. There's also marine biologists, and of course Dee Dee does a lot of the training with the kids based on what she knows as a biologist.
Have any of you entertained the idea, maybe I would like to be a marine biologist or a scientist?
I have. Yeah, I thought of it before.
Yeah. Why?
I love working with animals. Yeah. It'd be really cool to work with animals, like if you worked at SeaWorld or something, train dolphins. It'd be really neat.
We need to take our students out here to the Laguna Madre because we're living in a very unique area. We're living in one of the areas of the world where you've got the Kemp Ridley turtle, but our students don't know about this. They tend to think that the valley has nothing, but we have all of this ecological diversity. They don't know about it, and so by bringing them out here, we're being able to expose them to what we have in our own backyard. Also, our kids aren't interested in science, but by taking them out here and letting them see what's actually going on, what is real science, they become excited. That's why we want to be out here.
It's neat to learn about all the different things you see.
Yeah, and getting to see like with your own eyes, not just with TV.
Yeah.
You get to
and feel them.
Hands-on.
Yeah, hands-on activities.
Our ecosystem down here is actually quite unique all by itself because of our location geographically. The water actually stays a little bit more mild here throughout the winter, which allows for more tropical fish to stay in the area longer. Also supports more of a almost like Caribbean water in the summertime. We, along with Florida, we're like one of the only places that have the turtle grass, which is most abundant in the bay.
And so each of the groups that we've brought so far, that was the number one experience, is that I've never been on a boat. 2, that they've never been out in the middle of the bay, catching live sea creatures. That was something else that always came up in our evaluations, that the kids enjoyed the specimens because they could actually hold them in their hands, they can actually feel it, touch them, even smell them, to the point that they're saying, wow, I've never had this experience. And I think that in itself speaks volumes for the science and for the kids to learn about science.
Mm-hmm. How'd you like the boat trip?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was
Nice.
Relaxing.
And I love the
to
breeze.
See new fish that we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Did you all see the dolphins out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Those-
gorgeous.
Why the scene of dolphin out in the wild, I guess? Why is that cool?
Most people don't get to experience that.
Yeah, and it's not that many states in the whole United States that are like borderline to water that get to see them.
And we get to experience it firsthand and not on TV.
When I first started out here, there weren't that many projects going. It was kind of in a transitional period, and now that we've started to update some of the equipment, we're actually getting a lot more people coming down and doing work through us. Mostly like people like Hudson Dio and Tom Whalen.
By taking them out here, we're hoping to help them see that we have to take care of what we have, that it's not limitless, that when you just throw things out, they don't go away, but they're going to come back. And hopefully by seeing what happens and the importance of our ecology, the dunes, hopefully the students, by knowing, they can be more aware and participate in helping to preserve this for their children.
You think you're going to treat this area differently?
Yes.
Yeah.
How so?
We're gonna like try and clean up a little bit the beach because a lot of people just take it for granted and just litter. So
We're gonna realize that we have something special that
and
a lot of people don't have.
and preserve the sand dunes.
I think that that's one of the areas that Dee Dee touches up is conservationism. And I think she does a fabulous job because she relays to them the kinds of animals that are out in the ocean, the kind of sea grasses, and the importance to the environment. If they didn't exist, then this ecosystem would not exist.
You know, we've got a recognition problem, and you know, we've done a pretty good job today. We've got 30 people here, 30 students that are going to go back and that are going to spread the word that this is the great place to go. This is the cool trip.
As far as its future, we know that funds is always a key factor, and we're going to keep applying for the grant so that this sea camp doesn't just stop.
I see a lot more research being available here in the future, with more money obviously going towards equipment. That's going to broaden our availability for what we can do.
And I just think it would be wonderful if every student valley-wide could get out here and to get excited about science and about ecology.
Would you tell people around you, your families, your friends, how important this area is?
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. So it's made a big difference in your lives right now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You think you want to come back?
Yes. Oh yeah. Of course.